Sri Ashike P. for the welcome address.
Ladies and gentlemen, the session begins. The topic of the session is fostering management thoughts in the fragmented business ambience. The topic is briefed by Dr. Thomas George K., popularly known as Tommen, the director of the Lead Business School, Kerala. As you know, the world is changing into an unpredictable way. The impact will be reflected everywhere. Parenting is converted into reverse parenting, banks converted into banking, automobile industry converted into fully automated industry. In simple sense, the institutions converted into the process orientation. In this session, we have with us an eminent entrepreneur turned entrepreneurial trainer turned teacher, and teacher turned a leading business school head. He shows practically on how we redefine and redesign and recreate the philosophies and the principles of management, especially the management education. Dr. Thomas George K. Tommen started a small computer and sales service center years back, gradually developed into a successful business which could develop the biggest touch screen in India for Indian Railway. At a particular point, Thomas George realized the fact that creating entrepreneurs are the area where he has to engage. He started entrepreneurship and management training. Around 35 countries, his training program, Turning Point, flourished. In another point of time, he thought on how a business school, by keeping away the old rule of thumb, and now which is the leading institute in Kerala for enrollment, I think. In the meanwhile, he got Guinness Book record also. This is the second time I share the stage with Tommen. 2 months back, we both in Kerala Literature Festival as a speaker on his book published by DC Pruner, which is an interesting book written by two authors. One is Dr. Thomas George left brain and Tommen's right brain. So with great pleasure, I welcome you all, and I welcome Dr. Thomas George and the past president, Dr. Saji Kuriakos, Mr. PMA Gafoor in this session, and with due respect, I welcome Dr. Thomas George. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we have the presentation by Dr. Thomas George, Chairman and Director, Lead College of Management, Kozhikode. Over to the speaker.
A very good morning to all of you, respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and a lot of students. I'm so happy, and I should use the word bit tensed, because I am standing in the forum of Calicut Management Association. I have been to a lot of places for speaking, as a speaker, as a trainer, but then Calicut Management Association has got its own significance, and I did not have so much of tension till I heard the names of the people who spoke here earlier in the yesteryears. And today, basically we were talking about intelligence. For the future, that means today I look at the students and I see majority of here as students. How many of you are students? Can you just raise your hands, please? Yes, the majority. So I'm sorry, I'll take little more time, emphasis on the student community than, because they have already grown. Okay. Now, 4 days back, I hail from a college called Lead College of Management. There was a program called National Entrepreneurship Conclave, where 180 teams consisting of 2 members from all over India, more than 110 were from outside Kerala. They were meeting, and one person spoke. Entrepreneurship is inborn. How many of you believe entrepreneurship is inborn? How many of you feel you can develop entrepreneurship? Good, great, okay. So the other person who spoke was my partner. And I see, we are totally against in anything what we say. If he says it is inborn, then I say it is no. And now the next question is, intelligence, is it inborn or developed? How many say inborn? Who are intelligent are raising their hands. Okay. How many say no, I develop it? Okay, fine. I am happy that the total crowd is in either of these. In most of the forums when I go, we don't get people in either. There are a lot of, no choice. So here, how do we develop muscles? See, I'm sorry, I'm a trainer rather than a speaker, so I would like to have response. Because they are sitting here, otherwise I would have come with the mic and sat there. I mean, not sat there, spoken there. The question is, how do we develop muscles? By practice, by working out? Or, simple to say, if I have to develop my muscle, I have to use it. The more I use my muscle, the more I develop the muscles, I become stronger. So, how do I become intelligent? Majority of you said we develop it. So, now tell me, how do we become intelligent? By using it. By using it. But unfortunately, the biggest wisdom part which human being have, like when you compare with other animals, we the human beings are supposed to have, I use the word supposed to have, this wisdom. And that is what we seldom use. And as somebody said, common sense is the most uncommon thing. And when it comes to management, before COVID, most of the conferences were talking about VUCA world. And most of the people didn't understand what it is, or rather thought, oh, it is not meant for us. And then, when it came and went, then people realized, okay, it is reality. Now it's another world and it keeps on changing. And then, as far as students are concerned, how many of you are interested in going for a job? None of you? So many hands going up. Wow, great. Okay. As a speaker, I should be feeling very great about you, but no, sorry. Why? Why am I not feeling great about you, the ones who wanted to go for jobs? Louder. There's no development. It said 5% of the population of this world holds 95% of the wealth of this world. Who are these 5%? Where are they working for? Google? No. Microsoft? Intel? Wipro? Infosys? Hello, where are they working? They are entrepreneurs. So, I said, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk to the back people, the students, because I was told, I do not know if it is right or wrong, the CMA consists, most of them are not entrepreneurs. There are very few, like Gafoor sir and some people. Friends, the future is in the hands of entrepreneurs. And the management, we need to think in a different manner. See, I hail from, like I told, I am from an MBA college. MBA college, what do we teach? Management. Management is good or bad? Good. See, I'll tell you, I'm sorry, Calicut Management Association. So should I speak more on that? See, what do you mean by manage? Are you teaching English to us? What is manage? You tell your elder son to, maybe to your brother, you say, you manage that little boy. Means what? Take care. He should be in the same condition when I come back. Manage this house. I'm going somewhere, please manage this shop. Manage this business. I'm sorry, management to me, though I run a management college, is an inferior term. And what we need to look up is at leadership. If you look at in Indian context, we have Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara. Management falls under which category? Is it Srishti, Sthiti or Samhara? Sthiti. Maintaining is, and the future of management is entrepreneurship, and you should move from where to where? From Sthiti to Srishti. The future of management is Sthiti to Srishti. And what should change? I'm sorry, standing in the shoe of an educationalist, let me tell you, what we should change is our education system. Education is to make you to make you simple, to make you think. But unfortunately, our education system is something which kills our thought process. How many of you have, I think nobody. Is there anybody who has seen my podcast with Karthik Surya? Bhagyam. Okay. See, in that, how the questions are asked in the question paper, it goes like this. I have given a simple example there. The question pattern we have that represent the teaching pattern is 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Any other answer? 5 plus 4. 4 plus 5 is equal to only 1 dash. Now fill in the blanks. 9. Did you have to think to answer that? No. This is the problem with the teaching. Then how should the question be? I'll give you. Dash plus dash is equal to 9. Tell me. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. 2 plus 7. 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. കഴിഞ്ഞു 9 plus, now comes 9 plus 0 is equal to 9, 0 plus 9 is equal to 9. Pinne, porate. 10 minus 1 alla, 10 dash plus ullu. Yeah. கடவுளை காப்பாத்துங்க எங்கேயோ போயிட்டு. The problem is all the teachers go restrictive. Dash plus dash. That's it. 10 plus minus 1. Very good. 10 plus minus 1 is equal to 9. Then, infinite illa. Pinne 12, 11 plus, adu vida. Adukku mele. 8.5 plus 0.5 is equal to 9. Now, the question is, did you have to think to answer this? Yes. This should be the way how it is being taught. But unfortunately, that is why the t-shirt you see, which says, I was born intelligent, but my education ruined me. We talk about in Bloom's taxonomy, where the lowest, the methodology of teaching or the lowest level of teaching is remember, the highest is create, And most of the teaching happens in the remember. Can I know the questions? Few questions, students, bigger ones. What are the questions asked? Use the words. Questions. Question paper questions. Start. What is remember? How is remember? Define remember. Characteristics remember. It is all given. You learn it and you write it. Then differentiate. In the text, both the part are there. You should write exactly like that without spelling mistake. Then you will get it. Then pros and cons. Both are given. Yeah. Evaluate. Potte. അതൊക്കെ സഹിക്കാൻ ഡിസ്കസ് എന്നിട്ട് അടുത്ത ആളോട് ചോദിച്ചപ്പോൾ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നിന്ന് പുറത്താക്കുകയും ചെയ്തു പരീക്ഷ ഹാളിൽ നിന്ന്. ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഇസ് ടോൾഡ് ഡിസ്കസ്. പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യം ചെയ്തതിനാണ് യു ബീങ് പണിഷ്ഡ്. ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, I'm sorry, I'm going more on to the students crowd because I love them. Okay. Where is the creation? If you look through the whole world, you find top people all over the world are, many of them are creators. No, come back to us, the nostalgic feeling. Are from India. The second part is there are good number of people who are in very high positions from India. Unfortunately, if you look at, most of them had their education outside India. And thanks to the national education policy, who is trying to change the education policy. Probably, I do not know if that is the reason why now most of the students want to do their education outside. I come across so many people. Where do you want to see? Where do you want to study? Not in India. Now tell where you want to study. Abroad. Where? Anywhere is okay. But not in India. Okay. That's a dangerous part. Let me not get into that. But then, intelligence is something which we need to think and come. And today, the intelligent people are the ones who create. We are very good followers. One thing to tell you is, if you need to achieve something, if you want something to happen, even if you are zero, you can be that. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ ഒന്നും കൂടെ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയാം. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ, നിങ്ങൾക്കൊന്നുമില്ലെങ്കിലും അത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. Abdul sir was talking to me. He asked me, Taman, you went to somewhere to fly the kite. Okay. International Kite Festival I went. When I went, somebody asked me, what is kite flying? I said, kite I know is Manorama paper with Irkili, with, but 5 days I was in Malaysia doing this part with almost 39 participants from 39 countries, and now I'm an expert. There are 5 types of kite, this is the. You don't need to know anything to do whatever you want. That is today's world. I'll just ask you a clue. During COVID days, how many of you started cooking something which you had never cooked earlier, including the CMA people also can raise the hand. If you, something which you have not cooked earlier, you started cooking. Allengi started allandundaki. Okay, fine. So many hands going up. Dalgona coffee, chakakuru shake. And that's the time it started. Like, so many houses had the board outside, we undertake cake. Till then, none of them had made cakes. They looked at it, learned it, made it. And then any doubt, go to YouTube and ask and you get it. We grow a lot of pets. And I have a snake also. So, the eye is becoming bluish. So immediately in the group, no, we can't ask this to the veterinary doctor because he has not studied about snake, especially the domestic snake. So immediately they say, no, the eye is becoming blue, no problem, don't disturb it. It is going to shed its skin. Oh, bhagyam. And after a few days it shed, now you can take it, you can play with it. So there is the group which is helping you in anything. I was introduced as, I got a Guinness record. How it happened is, let me honestly tell you, when I applied for Guinness record, I did not even know the spelling of Guinness. And I did not know anybody I knew somebody who really got Guinness record, but I tried to contact them, no much support. So then I started learning, and then I did it. After I did it, I got it. I started helping people to get Guinness records and other records. Touch wood, God's grace. I could help 17 people in the past 2-3 years to get Best of India records, 6 people to get Guinness record. Almost 7 are in the pipeline, which we'll be doing it. So, sorry. You don't need to know anything for reaching and doing anything. 1 minute, excuse me. I'm sorry. So, you want to start anything? Business? Do trading in somewhere? Do it. Somebody asked me, Tama, how did you know that you can do Guinness record? I'm reminded of early days once where I went to a school. Thank you. Thank you. In the Anbukan Academy. I went to a school. After the training, one girl came to me and said, "Sir, your class was awesome. It's a fantastic. I have attended." Oh, Manasil Ledu Putti. She continued, "Sir, I have decided I am going to become a trainer. I have fixed my goal." Randamta Ledu Putti. I was so happy I should have stopped there. I asked her the next question simply. I asked her, "Why do you think you can become a trainer?" And she looked at me and told, "If you can become a trainer, I too can become a trainer." Friends, this is the reality. This is the reality. Tell me, if someone can do something, then I can also do something. I can also do the same. I can do even beyond. This is the point I'm talking about. If somebody can do, I too can do. We do a lot of outbound activities, including fire walking, glass walking, eating fire, and then a lot of things, climbing on the... So initially, on that rope coming down. But then, when you see others doing it, no problem, no? I can also do it. And when you do it, can I do it once more? See, everything is difficult until it is made easy. And being intelligent and creative, probably you would have listened to this talks yesterday, the so-called artificial intelligence, we are talking artificial intelligence is machine, but the human touch, yes, I do accept. What all things can go into machines? Whatever we keep on doing, the repetitive jobs, we give it to the machine. And who has created artificial intelligence? Men. So, artificial intelligence is still... So, what do we do? How men think, that is the pattern which is put in this thing. Now, is it aiding human touch or not? Artificial intelligence, is it aiding human touch or not? Yes or no? No. knows. Yes. It should aid. It should aid. For example, I don't know if there is somebody from the HR fraternity here. I am the chairman of NIPM, National Institute of Personal Management, where the HR is really afraid. Most of the HRs are afraid of artificial intelligence. The fear is whether we will be replaced. What can be replaced? Whatever is routine can be replaced. Whatever is not routine, we need to intervene. And now, we will have to find out what is not routine there. That means we will have to innovate. That is where intelligence is required. I'll repeat again. I'll explain you a little more on this. When I have very few staff, I can understand, okay, today is his birthday. Congratulations, good morning. It's your birthday. You love rose shirt. No, here is a rose shirt. The HR manager can give and the employee is very happy and satisfied. But now, in an organization, there are 500 employees, there are 1,000 employees. How can the manager know all these things? No. That is where AI comes. AI remembers when the birthday is, because we tend to forget. AI remembers when the birthday is. AI goes through my account and see what are the purchases I have made. What is my preference, each employee's preference. Accordingly, in the budget available, the system recommends buy this for the customer, the employee. And the employee is very happy because now the employee feels the manager knows everything. No. This is where we need to use the system, which is the AI or everything which is coming up. When the numbers were less, whatever we can do, when the numbers are more, I talk it about again as repetitive. So I am doing one for the one employee, the same to the next. It's a repetitive job. Now, I bought rose t-shirt this year. Next year, if I buy another rose t-shirt, it is very bad. Now, what change in the purchase pattern has happened there? Along with the shirt, now he has bought a black shoe, flat sole, thick, now similar patterns are taken. Who did this first? Any idea? Guess. Amazon. I got into the Amazon site and bought a book. Now, the book will track, the site will track the book which I bought. And next time that author writes a book, immediately an intimation comes to me, the author has written another book similar to the book which you have written, which you bought earlier. If not, another author has written a book on a similar topic. So what happens is, the system personalizes. We feel, or our feeling is, only I have the personal touch. No. The personal touch is something which can be probably going and giving. That is a personal touch. Rather than getting a courier. It's fine. Friends, please don't confuse artificial intelligence with not a personal touch. Artificial intelligence gives you a personal touch itself. Very recently, somebody came to me in my office and said, "Sir, in the class, how much the student is interested, we will be able to tell." I said, "You can do that in every other class except mine." I asked them, "How do you do that?" He said, what do we use for this quote word? Yawning. So he turned the camera to me and said, yawn. I read it. And immediately in the photo, it said, feeling sleepy, feeling bored. கடவுளை காப்பாத்துங்க. Students, just imagine. Now, see for the good part of it. Yesterday I was explaining this to someone. How do we know? Okay, it was a group of trainers, and how do we know that the audience lose the attention? It's very easy. Maybe by a look it can be, but when the number is large, we can't. And I was telling the trainer to keep on changing. And the example which I gave was a DJ. If one hit song, it starts playing, people will jump. Yes or no? Yes. And if that song goes for 5 minutes, will the people jump? No. After some time, we see that first, and a little later we see the jumping coming down. Immediately the DJ person has to shift to next song again. So this is world. This is the world. Especially after the COVID, people get bored so easily. The only thing which they do not get bored about is sitting simply. Probably that was the toughest thing for us. Sitting sometime, it's fine. After some time, patanilla. But today's youth, the capacity to sit or sleep for how many ever days it is. Except that, everything they get bored. So, what to do? Keep on changing. That is why in HR terms we talk about, employee engagement and things. Friends, what is going to happen in the management tomorrow? What is going to happen in management tomorrow? It's like when I talk on career guidance, I put it like this. In 10 years' time, 50% of the jobs which are existing in the market will not be there. Oh God, then what do we do? No. Another 90% will come. Or 900% will come. There are new jobs which are going to come to you. Which means to say, we do not know the future. I'll give a simple, easy understanding for you. Which means to say, whatever you are studying and aspiring, when you reach there, it may not be there. I'll tell you. Just imagine a bridge constructed in an area. The whole people think, we need a bridge here. And planning, designing and all those things, Nema Sabha, assembly and all, fine. What is the time duration it is taken to construct a huge bridge and for the inauguration? Totally, how much? How many years? Kerala 3 years. So 10 years is the average. Average I am saying is 10 years. Now, on the 10th year, the bridge is completed. And the question is, when was this bridge designed? 10 years back. For what usage? What was there 10 years back? Can you understand what I am talking about? So, it's like V.D. Rajappan. This crowd will know. The actor V.D. Rajappan, the Katha Prasangam person. He was narrating once about the pant which he stitched. The first pant, his father stitched and brought. He was never taken for the measurement and all. So he was so excited when he put, it was 2 inches longer. 2 inches കൂടുതലായിരുന്നു. So he went to his father and asked, can you cut and stitch 2 inches? Cut off 2 inches and then stitch. Father said, I am busy, you go to your mother. So he went to his mother and said, I went to Acha. Acha told, come to Amma. Can you cut 2 inches off and then stitch? Amma said, he doesn't have any work. I have a lot of work. I'm sorry. So he went to his sister and asked, can you cut 2 inches and then stitch? She said, I have to write my assignment, project and all those things. I can't. So finally he took the scissor, cut 2 inches and stitched. After some time his father said, oh God, whatever said and done, my son has asked me for something and I should do it. He took a scissor, cut 2 inches, stitched. Amma, after all the work in the kitchen, came, took the scissor and cut in. Sister said, I am always in quarrel and fight with my brother, but whatever said and done, he asked me for something, I should do it. And she also cut 2 inches and stitched. And ultimately he says, the pant I stitched, I could not use it even as a trouser. See, this is what we are talking about today. Today, in my college, whenever the construction comes, I said, the construction cannot be like that. The latest part was, construction as, like classes, curved, step construction. I said, no. Today, we do not know what is going to happen tomorrow. Maybe there are no classes at all. So I said, let us build flat halls and have separations of our requirement. Now it is like this. Tomorrow it is like that. Day after tomorrow it may be a trading center. Next month it may be a computer center. Sometimes it may be a marriage center. We cannot predict what is the future. So what do we do? What we need to do is, just because of that, നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കണം. Because that's a habit. I was asking one of my student who got placed in Reddington in Dubai. So my first batch, even now, he's holding a very high position. So I asked him, what is the difference between you and a student studying in IIM? He said, Thomma, like leadership and all those things, I am able to cope up with them. Maybe I can compete with them. But one area, I asked, what is that area? I get a product has come, there is a book, a thick book. I take 1 week to study the entire book and understand what it is. They do it in 1 day. How come? Every day they keep on learning. And any day they can shift to anything. See, probably you learn driving in a car, maybe olden days it is an ambassador car we learn, and then the person can drive any car. But for a person who has not learned driving, it is very difficult to switch. So today, what we are talking about is, we do not know what tomorrow is. Hello, let's be realistic. We do not know what tomorrow is. So the intelligence should do this, that we need to be multi-talented, multi-oriented. That's a big debate, whether we should be multi-oriented or one in-depth. Because I know one of my uncle's friend, he's from Manipal, KMC, Kasturba Medical College. He's an orthopedic surgeon, and he does only one surgery. That, the newborn baby, they have the bent leg, and what he does is, he flies to countries. Maybe today he's in UK. Once he lands, he'll go to a hospital, sanitize himself and then put the dress and then go to the OT. All the children's kids are made lie there after anesthesia. He keep on doing this multiple surgeries, and then he comes back. Maybe he'll fly to another one. This is a very, very, very specialized job which he's doing. But we do not know. Tomorrow there is going to be a robotic surgery which is going to do this. So if that is the only thing which I know. Now, you have still a good edge, because Who will be able to do this robotic surgery? Design and bring robotic surgery? You need a surgeon like this, who is an expert in how to do, what is the pulse happening here, what if this is happening. See, diagnosis has changed. Today, no stat and putting beep. No, you are put to a machine and it tells you what exactly it is. Everything is changed. In my college, one day I was very happy and they told me something was happening. So they told me, Toma, chalo venam, time up. Okay, fine. Okay. 11 o'clock or 10, sir is coming? 5 more minutes. Okay. Rather, I'll stop talking. I will take few of the questions. Okay. So, the only part which I wanted to tell you is, we cannot predict the next, what is coming. This is the first part. Let me complete again. Let me summarize. We cannot predict what is coming in the future. For that, we cannot sit simply. We need to be equipped with whatever we are doing and keep on adding values so that we can easily be adapted to whatever is required. In the book, it is written, you need to be like a crab. Crab. What is the specialty of crab? Crab can move any direction. Today, intelligence and future, what is the biggest block? Conformity. I will do this. I will do only this. I will do it like this only because I have been doing it like that. If you continue to do what you have been doing, you continue to get what you have been getting. I repeat, if you continue to do what you've been doing, you continue to get what you've been getting. Let's look at different. Now, over to you, the questions. Yeah. Okay. Welcome, sir. Debashish, sir. So, over to you for the questions. Quickly. Somebody raising hands fast, either in English or Malayalam. 5.
Dear delegates, please make your queries brief and fast.
Somebody raise your hands. 5, 4. Yeah.
If you don't mind, please use the mic.
2 questions there. Yeah, you can ask. I think I'll be audible.
I've heard about you breaking traditions to create leaders.
Fine.
What made you think that breaking traditions can create better leaders?
The last sentence which I said, if you continue to do what we have been doing, we continue to get what we've been getting. If you continue to do what we've been doing and we expect a different result, then we go insane. So, I don't know, I proudly say I am crack, not little more. Okay. Or the more you are crack, unwise, because unlearning is easy. One good part for me could be after my studies or during my studies I started my business, and till date I have not worked under anyone. Even the education which I underwent was part-time or similar, so that the formation is little less and we can little more easily think. Now I'll put it to you in this word. What I look at is what is that the students want? What is that the students want? And what is that industry wants? So, what industry wants we need to develop in students according to what students want. Simple. When your son is not eating medicine, what do? You can compel? No. You do something else. Maybe you grind it in honey and give. എനിക്കൊക്കെ പഴത്തിൽ വെച്ചാൽ തന്നിരുന്നത്. പഴം തിന്നു കുരു മാത്രം തുപ്പിക്കളഞ്ഞു. So, here, the part is like, what is that the student wants, give that, and what is the industry wants, do this. Similar manner the same manner can be applied anywhere, everywhere. On the entrepreneurship conclave which we did, We had this holy celebration where the entire students came. They enjoyed like anything. So they want enjoyment, they want content. So this both should be given, then only they'll be happy. So I also look at what is being done by others. Can we have a twist to that, I think? And that's what I try to make my students also do. Breaking the conformity, the traditional. Thank you, sir. Yeah, somebody else rose the hand, sir? Them. Yeah, fine.
Okay, let me call upon.
Yeah, you have to be here, sir. I've been asked to conclude this session by the chairman of AMC, so let me manage it. Let me manage the steady here by asking one question, and with that we will conclude. We know that Thoman has been very successful in running a B school. We have 100 plus B schools in Kerala in self-financing sector, not about IMs or the premier B schools, but and most of the B schools don't get sufficient students, the seats are not getting filled. Whereas Thoman has gone from 60 to 120 to 180 to now 300 students. Intake is 300. Still he is getting more students than 300. 600 students are studying there. And the question, breaking the tradition in management. Yesterday, the inaugural session, many were talking about the latest development in technology, AI, machine learning and all. And Dr. Nawaz sir was talking about, the technology can only help us to manage better. We cannot completely rely on technology. My question to Thomas George is, what management principle, what management concepts, what leadership style that you adopt there is making you successful? That's my question. And many B school, people who are running B school are worried about, asking this question, what does he do there? What management style? What leadership style? And are you going to, in future, totally depend on data or for your decision making or strategies? Are you completely going to depend on technology?
Hello.
Or the human touch, values, or the empathy of those qualities which Dr. Prasad Krishna was mentioning here yesterday in the evening, is that is going to help us manage better? With that, we will conclude. And one more question, if the students are interested in asking him any question, we will take one more question. After he answers this question, he'll take one more question, and then formally PM Megafu sir will express, vote of thanks, and we will come to the conclusion of the first session. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Saji sir. He was asking about, what do you do? See, today you are what you are because of the decisions you took yesterday. Tomorrow you will be what you will be because of the decisions you take today. And what I try to do is to make students to take decisions. Anywhere, everywhere, throughout. Initially, when they start taking decisions, many decisions go wrong. But little later, they do it very well. The whole college is run by the students. We have outbound training, we have trainings, we have events. We have 150 students went to Qatar for the World Cup. They were volunteers, 40 days. Entire expense taken by them, and they got 1.5 lakhs in their hand also. See, what is that the student want? Let them do and link it with a management principle which is to be taught in the class, and that's the best learning. They learn it practically. That's all what I want to tell, because one more minute only before sir comes in. There's one more question. Somebody rose the hands there. And he was, okay, 1 minute. He was also talking about what is the future. Future, right now, my college, why students come there is for getting placement, because we guarantee a placement of minimum 4 lakhs starting. Now it has gone much above. If not, the entire tuition fee will be refunded. Now I'm saying in 4 years from now, we will be giving zero placement, because we are moving from B school to E school, entrepreneurship school. We had 1 batch last year into entrepreneurship. This year 2 batch. Next, in 5 years time, it will be fully entrepreneurship. Yes.
Yeah, we can take just one question from student side.
Yes. Yes. It is possible. It is possible. See, we need a lot of money to start business is a myth. During my National Entrepreneurship Conclave, there was this boy, Ansaf, from Ernakulam. He's a 12th standard student. He started his business with 150 rupees in 9th standard. He was my guest of honor. And today he's in 11th standard. He has employed 5 MBA students. I mean, MBA passed out. Pardon? This year he's employed 5 people, 5 who have qualified MBA students he has employed, and he is studying in 11th standard. So age does not matter. Investment does not matter. Nothing matters. In fact, that is what I have written a book also by name Preneur. These are all blocks and myths which we have. Probably I'll give you my phone number, WhatsApp, you can do that later. So thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the patient listening. Let me now invite Mr. PMA to formally
Before
thank
that,
Dr. Thoman.
Before that, my dear friends, we have one more program. One of our senior members, Dr. Mr. O.T.S. Nambiar, he was the former president of Kerala Management Association also, has written a very beautiful book. So we have to release the book now. So I invite Mr. O.T.S. Nambiar, the former president of Kerala Management Association. You can hand over the book to Dr. Thoman, please.
My marketing adventures.
Now, let me request Dr. Saji Kuriakos, past president, to offer a memento to the guest as a token of our appreciation. I may call upon Sri PMA Gafoor, Management Committee member, CMA, to propose the formal vote of thanks to this session.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, young budding entrepreneurs, my sisters, brothers, young entrepreneurs. Actually, there is no adjectives to qualify his speech. It was marvelous. Then it was inspiring, everything. But I will put it in Malayalam. Kidilan, kidilan. Please give him a good round of applause. Please, please, please. And Thoman needs no further introduction. Thoman sir is with us. He will always be with us for our entrepreneurial journey, and we hope him to extend all possible guidance as well as assistance. So for paucity of time, I just going to the business and on behalf of CMA, I extend you, sir, I place our gratitude to you, sir, for coming all the way from Palakkad and finding time among your busy schedule. Thank you once again, sir. And I also would like to thank our chairman, Mr. Ashik ji, and our former president, Dr. Saji Kuriakos, for being with us. Thank you. My gratitude goes to all who are present over here, especially our budding entrepreneurs. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.